Hello everyone, I am Seth from Myriad Misadventures, and today is March 2nd. I actually have not been out of our apartment complex in like a week, but today Max and I are going to go out for lunch, so I figured I would film some stuff and show you guys how or if Shenzhen has changed since the last two videos. Dan's pretty excited. We're going out to lunch, so restaurants must have at least limited opening now, although a lot of them have stipulations with their opening. For example, tables have to be a certain distance apart, they can only have so many people sat at the tables, things like that. This has changed a little bit. When they first started not allowing people into the complex, the delivery area was much smaller. Now there's this whole big like tent area, and there's another one at the other entrance. Turns out that there's two entrances to the complex that are still open. Both of them have a big tent like that for deliveries. Cabs, and I think DDs as well, have blocked off the front from the back. There's a big piece of plastic between the driver and the passengers in the back now. Also looks like you might have to scan something to confirm who you are and whose car you were in. That's this WeChat mini program QR code right here. Seem to be quite a few people out, lots of delivery guys. Fewer cars than normal, but there's still some taxis out. We'd normally go that way, but we can't. So we're gonna have to walk around, I guess. So Max said the restaurant required her to do something before we could go.
I have to scan cell phone company provide QR code to prove that I'm not left Shenzhen for the last 14 days.
So they make you scan something to prove you've been in the city for at least 2 weeks, which is similar to what we have to do for the school I work at. If we've been abroad, we're not allowed to go back to the school until we've been back in Shenzhen for at least 14 days. Looks like this is the entrance, but we might have to scan the mini program that we need to get into our apartment complex too. Yeah, it looked like we had to scan the same WeChat mini program that we had to scan to like register at our apartment complex.
To prove that you live in Shenzhen. Because our apartment complex doesn't have a huge like coffee shop or so many businesses in the complex.
So it's the same as our apartment complex. The only difference is that ours is purely residential, so you have to live there. But this one has a lot of businesses, so they let you in as long as you're a resident of the city. Got some businesses over here. 7-Eleven is open. This tea place is open. There's a yakiniku restaurant. I have no idea if it's open. Max says no. This place looks closed as well. Half Ton is here, I didn't know that. They look closed. This restaurant looks closed. This one looks open though. This one is closed. Oh, there's a car coming. This one is also closed. So more than half of the restaurants on that strip don't appear to have reopened yet. I'm not sure if it's the government that's not letting them reopen or if they just don't have the staff right now to run it. Here's where we're going. The place is called Blend. Come here for lunch sometimes. Except for the masks, it mostly looks the same. But they're operating on a reduced menu right now, and you have to scan these QR codes to prove you've been in the city. So one of the dine-in rules right now, I think this is citywide, is that you cannot sit in front of somebody. So if there's two of you, then you have to sit at a table that would normally be for 4 people, so you can be staggered. So these seats over here are only for 1 person. 2 people can't sit there because they can't be opposite. But Max and I could either sit in these 2 seats or where she is and where I am now. Masks are also required the whole time when you're inside, unless you're actually eating or drinking. That's another rule that I think is Shenzhen-wide, the whole city. So the restaurants are open, but the other times we've been there, it's usually relatively full, and there were not many people there at all today. Maybe 1 or 2 other groups. So although places are open, their business still seems to be really slow. Looks like they're doing some delivery though. I saw a takeout guy come in and get something. I'm pretty sure the rules that they have in place in that restaurant right now are citywide, so most restaurants that are open should be like that too. We're gonna walk around a little bit more, see what else is open, see what else isn't open. Maybe swing by the closest metro station, which is Miao, which has a ton of stuff in it. So that'll probably be a good gauge of what percentage of stuff is reopened. We're right outside the metro now, and most of this strip is opened. This bank over there is open. This looks like an optometrist, a glasses store is open. This bank is closed. This convenience store looks open. This, I think it's a restaurant maybe, looks open. And this cafe is also open. This entrance is blocked off. This is blocked off. This is blocked off. Both this way and this way. There's usually like this long hallway there full of shops and restaurants and stuff, and they have them both completely blocked off. So entire sections of the metro station here seem to be blocked off. So everything there must be closed because you can't even get in. We're walking to the other side of the metro now. There's another like pathway area over there full of stores and restaurants. We're gonna see if that one is blocked off like the ones down there or if that one's open. It's maybe open. Yep, this one appears to be open. There is a place to get your temperature checked right here. I don't know if any of the stores down there are open, but it looks like you can get in at least. So some of those areas that were blocked off and closed inside the metro station have entrances from street level. So we're gonna walk towards them and see if those are blocked off too. Maybe for some reason it's only blocked off from the metro. Here is one of the entrances and it is blocked off, and a lot of the stuff seems closed. Max says that this sign says that at least one of the Korean restaurants inside is still open. I'm not sure how you get there though. Maybe it's closed to dine-in customers and only those delivery guys can get in. But definitely can't get in this way. This one looks like it might be open.
But it's not. Can get into the metro station from here.
So the area is still open, but it is blocked off from the metro. I'll pop down real quick, see what it looks like. Lots of stuff in here seems closed. Some of it is open though. I suspect that being cut off from the metro station has slowed traffic a bit. All right, now we are going to go check out a mall not too far from the metro station. A bunch of cars out, so at least some people must be back to work. Normal mall stuff, we have to get our temperature taken and we have to scan to check our phone number, just like at the restaurant. I guess we don't need to get our temperature taken if
we get
you
our
have
temperature. They have the.
Whoa! They have a fancy location area scanner, so like when you walk through, it scans you. So no temperature gun, like a temperature zone. Lots of the stores here seem open, but I don't see many people. This jewelry store looks open. This clothes store. Over here is a bakery. Over there, a clothes store. A glasses store. Another clothes store. So lots of open stuff, but not many people shopping there. This restaurant seems closed still. So not everything in the mall has reopened yet. There's a Korean restaurant we've been to a couple times. Also doesn't seem open yet. All the regular stores, like the clothing stores and stuff, all seem open. Restaurants, it's hit or miss. Some of them are open, some of them are still closed. They have handrail UV sterilizers on the rails for the escalator. Max says they've always been easier than having someone regularly cleaning it though. It just sterilizes itself every time it goes around. All right, we are back at the complex now. One thing we noticed while we were still out, while we were at the subway station, was that right now they are doing real name verification for the subways. That has changed since the last video. I don't think they were doing that when I filmed the last video. Basically, you have to say who you are to get on the metro so that they can track where you've been going in case someone gets the coronavirus. I think the way it works, if you use the phone program, the phone app to scan a QR code, your name is probably registered in there. It's probably baked in. You probably have to register it once, and then you're all set. You can just scan the QR code to get into the subway station. But if you use a subway card like I do, then you have to scan the mini program and then show it to the guard, I think every time you go in, so that you can get in, because your names aren't registered to the card like they are to the phone program. All right, that's it for today's early March update. Just like before, if you have any questions about what's going on, leave me a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe.